but it's definitely troublesome for anybody, man. Especially you got a grandmother, and you talking about we know we got grandmothers in their 50s and late 40s and 60s, but you talking about a 94-year-old woman. This 22-year-old Baton Rouge goofy 22-year-old, I don't know what they call animal. We're gonna keep it just like that, exactly what he is. How the hell you go out there and sexually assault a 94-year-old woman? Make it make sense. So at the end of the day, I don't know what to say about this guy, but one thing about he's off the chain about it is he gonna have trouble in jail. That's all I can say. He definitely gonna have a troublesome time, man. You 22 years old and you got your life ahead, you got all these young ladies out here, and you gonna go at a 94-year-old woman in broad daylight and then act like it ain't you? Make it make sense. Anyway, make sure you like, share, and subscribe as you watch this video, and that's Real Talk.
Very tough one. It's unspeakable, really. A 94-year-old woman raped right here in Baton Rouge. Tonight, Baton Rouge police say they worked through the night to identify their suspect and arrest him. Our chief investigator, Chris Nakamoto, is here now with what neighbors have to say about this, who, as you can imagine, are stunned, and what may make you even more mad is the suspect's troubling criminal history. Chris.
Good evening, Greg. Jeremiah Taylor is no stranger to law enforcement. In fact, he was just released from jail in January for a slew of other accused of the unthinkable. Investigators say he raped a 94-year-old woman who lived on this street in Baton Rouge in broad daylight. Neighbors are stunned and say the woman always was outside, tending to her yard, and the neighbors all looked after her.
This is horrible. Satan is busy. It's just bad. Stuff like this don't usually happen around here. Everybody looks out there was a sweet woman.
It's sad. Nothing like that be happening in the neighborhood, really. That's sad. That's sick.
The WAFBI team first to report Taylor's troubled past, with arrests for rape, burglary, unauthorized entry, all within the past 2 years. The WAFBI team found his most recent arrest was dismissed by District Attorney Hiller Moore's office, allowing Taylor back out on the streets. The frustration palpable for detectives who repeatedly see the same offenders over and over.
It is a source of contention, it is a source of frustration on our department with our officers. Why this has happened, and some questions that I would love y'all to ask the rest of the judicial system.
Following yesterday's rape, detectives worked quickly, putting photos out on Crime Stoppers Friday morning, and the community responded with an incredible amount of tips.
Within just minutes of us releasing those photos, the public reached out to us and was able to give us information about the location of the suspect. Our detectives then went and were able to arrest the suspect within just a few minutes in the same vicinity.
For neighbors who look after neighbors, if he's found guilty, many of them say they want to see Taylor pay the ultimate price. They want to see the state seek castration in this case, and more.
I don't think he deserves to live. Honestly. Cat, that ain't enough. That ain't enough.
Tell him again.
Walk around. That ain't even gonna ever be right again after this.
You're lucky you didn't catch him. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow.
Chief Moore says the evidence is
Real talk.
overwhelming as this investigation continues.
When you're looking at one of the most vulnerable parts of our population, the elderly, to take advantage of them in this way, horrendous, unacceptable. I don't know what word you really use.
We're going to hear about him again. This ain't the end of this guy.
Sources tell the I-Team the victim in this case received some pretty serious